Alright, so here we are at another Jaipuria campus. Today we are right at the middle of the Jaipuria campus. We are sitting here, which is well known as the courtyard for the students here. We are in Indore right now, and while we were coming here, we saw lush green fields in and around us, and this campus is situated literally in between those fields as well. To tell us more about the campus, the kind of companies coming here, the kind of life that the students have here, I have second year student Rishi with me today. Hi Rishi, thank you very much for joining us today in this episode of KYC.
Our campus, Jaipuria Institute of Management Indore, it's located around 10 to 15 kilometers away from Indore. It's,
Right.
as you said, it's between fields. So this is around 10 acres of campus here, where the students reside in the hostel itself. Talking about the campus and the classrooms, there are a total of 6 classrooms with a capacity of 60 students each. And we also have two IT labs where there are 60 fully functional computers available. So this is just about the academic block I'm talking. The campus has a lot more to offer. We have 2 huge grounds, one's for cricket, one's for football. We have volleyball here. We have basketball on campus as well, and we also play badminton at nights. And apart from that, we do have indoor games, like we have table tennis in both the boys and the girls hostel, and small indoor games like chess and carom and foosball, just for recreational purposes, are also available on campus.
Okay, so Rishi, now tell me a little bit about the kind of courses that are there, and you can also talk about the course that you are pursuing and any specific things about the courses that people should know.
Major course offered here is PGDM. In the second year, they're supposed to choose 2 specializations. Now there are quite a few specializations offered here, which include marketing, finance, IT operations, HR, and business analytics and general management.
Right.
The most recent one added to this curriculum is business analytics. We have a fully functioning IT lab as well, where there are a lot of softwares like Tableau and R for software analytics, and that is really helping the students who are really looking forward to consulting and analyst roles.
So tell me a little bit now about the usual batch size for these courses that are offered here, and what is the fees that they need to pay for this?
So the approximate batch size goes somewhere around 170, 180, and the fees which is to be paid is
8,75,000 for 2 years.
and the hostel and residential fees is separate from that.
Now that I know about the courses that this particular institute offers, one more thing that I'm interested about, or as a student I would like to know about, is the kind of accreditations, the kind of rankings that this particular institute holds, so that I can make my decision better.
So Jaipuria Indore was established back in 2010. The full-time 2 years PGDM program here has been NBA accredited, and apart from that, it is also AICTE approved. The institute has an AIU recognition as well. And talking about the rankings, in 2020, Business World ranked it the second best private B school in Central India, and Business Today ranked it the third best B school in Central India.
I would like to know what is the process of a particular student to actually get in here?
So, like any other B school, the students are supposed to give an entrance exam, which is commonly it's CAT or XAT, MAT, but there are special scholarship provisions as well for students who scored really well in their CAT exam. So that whole procedure is explained to the students once they've achieved their percentile.
Alright Rishi, I can see that it is 4:30 now, and I'm sure a lot of these students will prepare for the rest of the day, as you mentioned, and I would like to roam around the campus a little bit more with you as well. So let's go and figure things out there and talk more about it.
Definitely.
Let's go. Okay, this seems like a pretty place in this evening, and we were talking about the campus life earlier when we were sitting there, and you were telling me about the clubs and committees that are there. Tell me a little bit about how these clubs and committees function, if there is any such event that is there that you guys really enjoy or cherish, or something of that sort that students actually look up to?
Right, so Jaipuria's biggest fest is the Jai Utsav. Main organizer of this Utsav is the cultural committee, and with them there's the student welfare committee and the media relations committee. So all these committees work together to make that entire event. There's a specific club made for that event, which is the Jai Utsav Club, and the students are responsible for the entire organization of that event.
What are the unique factors this particular campus offers that is different maybe from the other Jaipuria campuses that we have also visited?
The best part about our campus is that we get to stay on campus and get an exposure of the entire MBA life. It's not just we're coming here to study and going home. We have our fests, we have our clubs, we have our committees. We're working around the clock, we're preparing at nights for our placements, we're studying in the morning. There's obviously very little sleep, which is obvious during an MBA. So all these things make it a very unique experience staying here and living that whole PGDM life.
Okay, we'll talk more about the kind of companies that come in, the placements which a lot of students actually are quite interested about. But before the sun sets, let's just explore the campus a little bit more. Let's go. We can take our cycles now. Okay Rishi, so we are at the last leg of this particular video today for the Jaipuria Indore campus and the KYC that we are doing with you today. I can see the sun setting behind me, you can see it properly from there. Continuing our conversation, that we were talking about, let's talk about the kind of support that students get from the alumni members that come in here.
Yeah, I mean, the alumni network is strong for the institute. The alumni have always been ready to help each and every student who has reached out to them, or even if the students aren't reaching out, the alumni relations committee is in constant touch with each and every alumni, and they've been constantly trying to help the institute. So like there's a lot of alumni who have been helpful to us.
The alumni include Shreyas Sondatikar working for Google India, Pooja Tripathi working for ET Now, and Amrita Ludwani who's working with Amazon.
And these are just some of the names, but each and every alumni who we've reached out to or have passed out from this institute have been involved with the institute and has helped and contributed in some or the other way for the students and for the institute.
Moving on, let's talk about some of the opportunities that students get to study abroad. Do they get, a kind of exchange program as part of the 2-year program that is there? Do they get to go to different universities, meet students there, or does an exchange program happen with students coming here?
Right, so the students get a lot of chances here in terms of student exchange programs. There's a lot of institutes with which MOUs are signed and through which the students get an opportunity to study in those institutes. There's Rennes School of Business in France, and there's Wellington Institute in New Zealand, there's Skyline University in Sharjah, and then there's AIMS International as well.
I would like to know a little bit more about the kind of companies that you guys bring in on this particular campus. How has the hiring been for you guys, and what are the kind of salaries that we are looking at?
The companies which come to campus are pretty much in each and every sector. There's a lot of consulting companies and specialization in marketing companies. There's the Big Four, there's Deloitte, EY and KPMG who just recently came to the campus, and there's a lot of marketing companies as well like HUL, Dabur. They visit the campus regularly, and not just for the placements but for summer internships as well. And not just that, for e-commerce as well, there's Amazon, there's Flipkart, Adani Wilmar comes to the campus, there's Airtel, and then there's Asian Paints. All these companies come to campus, and there's a total of more than 375 companies and more than that which come to campus almost every year to select the students. So we get a lot of opportunities in terms of placements. And talking about the salaries,
The highest salary last year was 19 lakhs and the average salary was 7.34 lakhs.
Okay, all right, Rishi, thank you very much for this detailed tour. I really enjoyed my cycle trip here. It's a very secluded kind of a place also, where you don't get to hear a lot of hustle bustle, and you are in a quiet environment, you are studying and you are keeping track of how you are progressing also. I wish you all the best for your future ahead, and I wish that you get the kind of company that you always have desired for, and for the reason that you have joined in here. For students who want to know more about the Jaipuria Indore campus, there's a link in the description below. You can click that and know more about it. Tell us in the comment section below if you liked the video, what did you not like about the video. Tell us that as well, and we might try and come up with another video in the KYC series where we rectify those mistakes for you.